Right, so back at Redhill Fishery for another Wednesday open. The weather's it's a bit mental, the weather at the moment. So like the last few days it's been like -1, -2 on a night, but going up to like 13, 14 degrees in the day. So it's a little bit all over the place. Like I coached up on pennies in the week and it didn't fish very well at all, but it was like -3 that night. It wasn't quite as cold last night, and it's meant to be getting up to 13, 14 degrees today. So I don't really know how it's going to fish. I've drawn peg 3 on Sophie's, which is normally an absolutely brilliant peg. So this bank is normally very good, but they've put 2, 3, 5 in, so it's very tight here, and the wind's like hacking down that end, and the lads on like 9 and 12 have obviously got more room. So it'd be interesting to see what happens today, whether those fish move on that wind and go into that room, or whether they're just balled up here, which they can be. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens. I'm just going to fish my normal match, what I always do when I come here. I've got a short line with pellets, a long line with pellets. I've got an edge rig set up, but because it's so close here, I don't think an edge is going to come into play. The only thing I don't know whether soft pellets are going to be right or hard pellets, because they have been catching some fish on hard pellets on pennies, but the fishing on pennies is a little bit better than these lakes. So I'm going to start on soft pellets, but if I go in and start catching small fish, then I will have a quick go on hard pellets. And then the only other thing I am going to do, I've brought 4 pints of red maggots, so I'm going to loose feed some maggots at like 13 metres, and then last couple of hours, because it's a 6-hour match today, last couple of hours you could drop on that and it could be good with F1s, but I don't know whether that's going to be good. I could drop in on that line and just catch a roach or a small fish every chuck, but that's going to be my general plan. There's quite a few on it as well. There's like 17 here over the 2 lakes, so the pegging's quite tight in areas. So I don't know exactly how he's going to fish. The pressure's like 1030 today, which is ridiculously high. You can't really get any higher. You can tell by the blue sky just how high, and it could get really warm as well today. It'll feel like 13, 14 degrees today. So I'm praying that shallow comes good, but I don't know. If it does come good, you'll catch a weight, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to start short on pellets, then go long on pellets, feed my maggots all the time, and then I have got my edge line, but I don't know. I probably won't even end up feeding it. But yeah, general approach, peg 3. Sophie's, what's the date? I think it's about the 5th or 6th of March today, so we are coming out of those colder weather now and moving in, so moving into this warmer weather. So yeah, hopefully have a good day. I'll probably, what I'll try and do, if I can catch a few fish, I'll try and film like every hour and let you know what's going on. I'll film right at the start of the match, because there's a good chance I could drop in short and catch a fish or 2 quickly. So yeah, I'll keep you informed. Right, so we are 2 hours and 12 minutes into the match. So I would have obviously filmed earlier, but I'm going to be totally honest with you, I've literally not had a bite all match. So I started short on pellets, never had a bite. Went long on the bottom on soft pellets, never had a bite. Changed to hard pellets, never had a bite. But no one's really catching. The guy on peg 9, I think he had 3 fish, but he caught them really early. Like he started short, caught one straight away. Oh, that was a bite. Caught one, went long, caught 2 real quickly, and he's not had a bite since. I had a quick go shallow, nothing, and then I just thought, after 2 hours, these fish are definitely not on the bottom, and they're not feeding. So what I've done, I just set up a little bread rig for like 2.5 foot deep, and I just thought, oh, you know what, I'm just going to go out to a full 16 metres and just flick a rig around and just see if I can get an odd bite. And I've got to be honest, I've had a bite every chuck since. I think that one might just be foul luck, that. So I think I've got 3 carp in the last 3 chucks, and then I've just hooked that one. Oh, I'm really hoping that's not foul. Look at that. But I could just tell straight away, every single person has gone down on the bottom. He's gone down on the bottom, started feeding, just catching nothing. And like the pressure's so high that these fish are just not going to be down there. Yeah, that's in the mouth, yes. They're just not going to be down there. They're going to want to be sat up. And they're sat up but not feeding. So I've seen it at a tunnel barn before, where you get a certain angler on certain peg will just go out and bread, just in the water, open water, dob a piece of 8mm bread and just catch a load of fish. And I'm hoping now that's what's going to happen here. God, for how cold the nights are. Come on, just pop up, pop up, pop up. Yes. For how cold the nights are, and how hard the fishing is, and how cold the water is, the fish are certainly fighting us. So that's 4 carp now. Right, so I'm guessing now with 4 carp, just going to take a touch of depth off. With 4 carp, I'm probably winning the lake, but there's a hell of a long way to go yet. If I can just keep catching on this, that'd be absolutely amazing. But at some point, these fish are going to have a feed, and where I catch them when they start feeding is another thing. So I'll just see if I can get one more for you on this. I'm still feeding my 13-metre line with maggots. Still, every time I go out on my bread, I just sit there, pick my catapult up, feed some maggots. Oh, that was a little swirl there, just inside my pole. That's mental. One swirled. I reckon I might have spooked it with my pole. Just lift up and flick out again, see if I can get that one. So I don't know, but there's a chance that I could definitely catch shallow on. Oh, yeah, oh, Jesus, just pricked one there. God, there's a lot of fish there. Just to go out on a piece of bread and get that many bites. But just going to drop down that depth again, because obviously a foul looked at. $8mm piece of bread. Just flicking it about. That felt like a carp. Obviously there's just a great big ball of them sat there. But there is a chance if they start feeding I might catch on these maggots. I did drop in short on maggots, drop in on my maggot line shallow, but I literally caught a tiny little rad every single chuck. So there are obviously no carp and F1s there. Oh, there we go, there's another one. I've got to be honest, probably in the whole of my match fishing career I've never really caught like this before. Every time I've ever caught on bread it's always been up to a feature. Never really caught like in open water doing it. But you can see exactly what, if you draw the right peg, how good it can be. How quick that is. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, that might be a great big one, that. got feeding, that's massive. Come on, just pop up, give me a chance, give me a chance, give me a chance. Take my time with that. Come on, pop up, give me a chance. Come on. Yes! Sorry about that. Right, I reckon that might have just broke my hook length. So we'll whack another hook length on and see if I can get you one more. And then what I'll do, I'll really get my head down, just try and I'm fishing some new hooks today. New Matrix ones, they'll be out later this month. They're called X2s. I haven't lost a fish yet, so sorry, I did lose a pricked one, didn't I, just as I started filming, but I think that was probably foul hooked. Right, see if I can get one more. I'm going to keep feeding my maggots, but I think this is going to be the boy today fishing, aren't they? So just flick that rig miles past your pole tip. Just keep feeding my maggots, keep an eye on that float. Oh, that was a bite. Can't believe that went on. There we go, there's another. Sorry, I had to get up because I just wanted to double make sure that I was recording, because this is going to be a good little bit of viewing, I think. Not going to lie, that was some pretty pitiful netting skills. That I should have had that one then. That was really bad. I got a bit excited, I think. It's so easy in this sort of situation when you suddenly start catching after a real long period of not catching. It's just to start getting a bit excited and start pulling too hard and start brushing things when you just got to take your time because they're big fish. That just shows me how much fight these fish have got left in them sometimes when you net them, because I should have netted that then. Come on, mate. Yep, there we go. Right, I'm going to try and get you one more. I keep saying that. Try and get you one more. And then I'll get my head down. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a quick bite, that. Right, I'm going to flick some maggots out. Oh, I don't think that was a bite, I think that was me. Oh, that's definitely an indication. I reckon there's some small fish in my peg. And the guy on 5 has sort of come towards me now, and he's dobbing a bit, so that might slow me down a touch. A little indication then. Come on, boys. Seems like, oh yeah, definitely some small fish in my pack. 100%. I think they're just packing out that bread there. Just going to put a little bit of bread out as well, because my bread's drying out so quick. You know what I mean? Getting like 4 or 5 pieces out of it, and then it's drying out. Right, nothing this chuck, but obviously I've caught 5 or 6 real quick, and then everybody's just going out now to a full 16 metres and starting dobbing. So, oh, is that a bite? Oh, a little indication. It's really difficult to flick your rig out here because of the way the wind's going. There we go, that's another one. Not gonna lie, that is absolutely black there. I don't know how long they'll stay there, how many I'll be able to catch before I stop, but that's heaving. One? No. Nearly had him. God, fish are fighting so hard. Oh, and they are decent. Not little ones. Right, fresh bit of bread on. Flick that out, that wind just went nice then for it. I'm not going to feed my maggots because the wind's picked up and I don't want to move my pole too much. Oh, bite straight away. Makes you wonder how you miss them sometimes. It's got to be liners or small fish. Oh, it's got to be small fish, that. There's another one. Feels like another decent one. And it is. Trying to fish as quick as possible here because I don't know how long I'm going to have them in my peg for. I'll get one more and then I'll stop filming. Right, the wind's just picked up, so I'm not going to feed my maggots, I'm just going to flip my rig in. There's another one. That was better. First bite, that one. Feels a bit smaller, that. Definitely not smaller. I reckon that is about 30 inches deep there. Right, I've got my float set. Oh. What I'll do here, when I stop getting bites, I just creep down deeper and deeper. The only problem I got in my peg here that I can see of, looking at the longevity of the peg, is that I haven't really got an edge peg. And I feel like what these fish are going to do, they're going to come in at this depth and feed at this depth. And those lads that have got a load of room over there, they'll catch in the edge fishing like this. Fishing at this depth in the edge and catch like that. I haven't really got an edge peg here because it's too tight. was a slightly better bite, that one. Just a little bit more positive, you know. I could tell that I was going to probably be on that. Another carp. Cool, he's kicking off a bit. Didn't really want that because he's just swam straight back through the shoulder fish with bread. If you could just get him to swim out of your peg a bit, it's got to be better. Right, so I'm going to call that 50 pound-ish. I've caught in probably half hour. So I'm going to have to start a new net now. Cool, he's fighting. It's not that big. Go. Everyone's hooked in the middle of the top lip as well. Right, make that last one. So we've got exactly 2 hours to go. So basically, obviously you saw me catching on that bread really well. And then the whole time I was feeding that bread, as you could probably see, I was feeding my maggots. And then my bread line went a bit funny. Still get the odd bite, but mainly small fish. And then, so I thought, right, I'll leave it alone. I'll just have a quick go on maggots. And I've dropped in, flipped my rig over, first chuck, caught a carp like £4. Oh, that's a small fish, I think. And then went back out, had a few dodgy bites, which I didn't know what they were. And then I caught another F1 that pulled my elastic out. Yeah, it's a roach. But that's a real good sign because I feel this line, as long as I keep feeding and keep working it up, and the fish are obviously feeding off the bottom today because I've caught dobbing like that, then we should hopefully have a good last couple of hours, fingers crossed. So I'm feeding my maggots at 13 metres and then flicking my rig over, just a little 0.2 Matrix F1 Slim. I am getting quite a few bites on this line that I think probably are small fish like roach, like that. Oh, that's such a shame because the first few I hooked were had an F1 and oh shit, the pole's just gone flying. Hopefully though, if I just keep feeding and keep working at it, those F1s will come back. I'm just going to shallow up a touch. Because if I can catch F1s and carp like this to the end, that will be unreal. And if I carry on getting roach, what I'll do, I'll just up the feed a bit. Not the time I'm doing it, like the frequency, just the volume. There's obviously a lot of roach in the peg, but we did up that carp and that F1, so there's got to be some other fish in my peg as well. There has to be. It's just whether there's enough there to catch a good ratio between roach and other fish, you know. Maybe just flick my rigging like that rather than slapping it, make a bit less noise. See, there's going to be a lot of small fish in my peg, I feel, here. But there is still 2 hours to go. If I keep feeding it nice, maybe that last hour might it might be good. When I dropped in, I caught that carp, and then obviously I caught that F1. I thought it was going to be absolutely heaving. That wind's just got up there and ruined my feeding. Let's come in and put double maggot back on. Shame that. Because I didn't think I was going to get bitted out when I first went in, because obviously I caught that carp and that F1. Just thinking though that maybe some of those bites are F1s. Might have to shorten my line down a touch. Roach. Really gutted now, to be honest. After that start, of that carp and that F1, I thought I was just going to carry on catching carp and F1s. The only thing I will do in a minute, I'm just going to have a go with a slightly shorter line, because maybe some of these bites are F1s. The guy next to me's just gone in and looked one shallow. Don't know what bait he was feeding. I have fed my edge line as well. I potted in. Oh, there we go. That was it just went a little bit quiet on my peg from roach. Right, let's give it a big pout for now. See if we can keep those F1s in my peg. Oh, feels a bit foul lucky that. God, my pole keeps flying out. It might be foul luck that. Tell you what to do, just to make sure I keep some fish in my peg. Might just be a carp, that actually. What a venue there. Ridiculous venue, isn't it? That's one thing I have learnt here when you're fishing shallow, even in the summer. If you hook a carp shallow and it's taking you ages to get it in, you just got to keep feeding. Make sure that bait keeps going in your peg. Because if I wasn't to feed now, the whole time I'm playing this, those fish definitely wouldn't stay in my peg. There we go. Nice carp. Will be £4 that one. Right, I'm going to keep feeding now. Got to make sure you don't let those fish drift off. Definitely a lot of small fish in my peg, a lot of roach, but every now and again you just sat there like that. Oh, I got a feeling, you know, that was a carp on F1, that bite, because it was just loads more positive. Just sat there, it's like, maybe not. I feel like there's some F1s and carp in my peg here now. There you go, see, like that. See, it just went a little bit quiet, didn't it? Like, keep those maggots going in. Like I said, I have fed my edge line, so that is another option, but I'm sure, I've got a feeling I'll go back out and hook some fish bobbing again towards the end. just going to lay my rig in, not make as much noise this time. See, I've gone in now and not had any roach bites. Oh. So there's definitely some F1s and carp there now, I feel. That wind's a bit of a pain. Oh, I thought that was going to be on, got to be honest. Roach there now. Yeah, he's getting a bite every shot. I reckon casters might have been better today rather than maggots. I reckon some of those bites are F1s though. I don't think they're all roach then. Because look, I'm not getting a bite. Didn't get a bite this time. Thought that was going to be on. Definitely think I'll get some more bites dobbing later. If this carries on just like this, just like solid with roach, I'm going to have to go back out dobbing. Oh no, maybe not solid with roach. Oh, feels foul, look at that. Yeah, definitely fouled up that. That one fishing very shallow. I'm only fishing like 30 inches deep, so might have to shallow up a touch. Can't see anything coming that edge yet. Keep feeding. Oh no, info, look. It's just massive. Ooh. God, it's massive, that. Yes, got him. Oh no, I haven't. No, it popped out. That landing it come undone. Oh, yeah, it came undone. No, I got him. Oh no, it's gone round my float. Right, so I'm getting up to like the £100 mark now, which is amazing, but I'm gonna have to put another net in. Well, I've put one in, but I'm just gonna have to sort it out quickly. So I'm just gonna feed some maggots. I think I'm sorting the net out. Sorted. Right, good for another £45. What I think is going to happen now, when I go back out, I think I'll probably get a bit roached out now because how long it took me to get that one in. Oh, that's a good sign. Oh, no. Went in and never hooked a roach or never missed a bite. go, another one. So important though when you're doing this style of fishing that you've got to keep feeding. Nope, you can't just keep playing it, you've got to keep feeding. Fighting a bit weird, this one. If it's up just outside the mouth or something. Oh, it's massive. It's definitely fighting a bit weird though. Not like felt it, like shake his head. Yeah. Oh, is that? Oh, just a nice big one. Right, what I'm going to do is try and just get you one more fish, and then I'll give you another update with like how long we got. About an hour and a half to go, so I'll give you another update. It's like half hour to go. Oh, come on, Callum. Catapulting's gone rubbish. You notice that as well. It's just gone absolutely flat calm. I've not had a bite. I reckon those fish might have just dropped down because there's no ripple there now. No roach bites now, none. Oh, that's probably why. Oh, now I can foul it. Yeah, I'm just going to shadow off a bit. Alright, try and get you one more. That looks like a nice depth now in fishing. See if I can just hold a tight line to the float. Roach, right. So, what I'll do, I'll leave it there. Oh, actually no, it's popped off, so we'll see if I can get one. Roach, right. I'll just keep going with that. I'll see if I can get those carp back in the peg. and then I'll give you another update. Half hour to go. That edge could be good late. Right, so just packed up, weighed in. I didn't do a half hour update, half hour to go to the end of the match, because I caught steady on maggots and I was enjoying it so much. And I filmed when I was fishing shallow with maggots, so I just caught steady like that to the end of the match. Odd F1, mainly carp. Bit of a red letter day, to be honest. It's such a good little part of the lake here. I've ended up with £157, which is enough to win the match on the day. So another unbelievable day at Redhill. Obviously drawn a good peg and the conditions are right. I've obviously after 2 hours done it done it half right. So yeah, incredible day. I just love this place. It's just something about it. I don't know if it's just the settings being in the valleys, and the type of fishing it is. It's just, well, you will see from this video, it's just incredible. So yeah, can't wait to come back in a couple of weeks' time. I've got Southend Farm this Saturday, the following Wednesday, and then the finals the following Saturday to that. But I'll be back in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, another 2 weeks of warm weather. I reckon I can bring casters, not maggots. I think you'll get less bitted out then, and the old tap tap boom might work as well. So it won't be long. It'll all start kicking in. Water temperature today was 7 degrees, so it's creeping up. As soon as it gets to 10, 12 degrees, then it's shallow fishing all day. So yeah, amazing day, amazing venue. I hope you enjoy watching.